a question came to me, a question that I will answer in a later audio, that contained the expression satsang teachers. And this deserves a topic of its own. I have been listening to this expression satsang teachers for a while now, and I still have no clue of what this is. And I hear speaking about this in a very enthusiastic way. Still, I'm having the difficulty of understanding it. For those who come from a mundane existence, looking at mundane structures, like you learn mathematics, and then you start teaching mathematics from bottom to top. Well, in the quest for truth, what's in the bottom has nothing to do with what's in the top, and vice versa. So whatever you are learning, you will have to let go. So satsang teachers, satsang, the word satsang, what is this? It has to be investigated. But to put satsang with satsang teacher of satsang, this is, wow, this is gymnastics. Real advanced gymnastics. You see, there are seekers of truth, there are knowers of truth. Very rare, both of them. Very, very rare. And then there's the rest. But let us not make any confusions about this. There's no such thing as a satsang teacher. No such thing. So, you see, illusion takes a hold of the ignorant and the wise alike. So the real wise man, that is really wise, is wisdom, keeps always clear for him that he doesn't know really nothing important, unless he is a knower of truth. And even this could take an extra topic, but no point for now. But let us not confuse a wise man with a knower of truth, you see? Because a knower of truth is a wise man. But as the world is concerned, a wise man may not be a knower of truth. So let us not confuse things. But satsang teacher, this is incredible advanced gymnastics. A knower of truth, it's different from a teacher. A teacher has learned something and he is giving something. But from the spiritual point of view, or he knows, because all these disciplines, methods, and whatever, they have a goal in mind. It is for the purpose of knowing truth. And once truth is known, the method is understood to be nothing important apart from the need of the seeker. Nothing else. So a knower of truth cannot have any methods or philosophies. Someone can come after and transform what this knower of truth have been talking about, transform it into a method. This has been done continuously But him, the knower, having a method, no. Because in the highest sense, yes, there's nothing to be done. Of course there isn't. Nothing exists. Nothing. This is only according to the meaning for you of your somethings. Because there is only existence, not individualized existence, but only pure existence. So illusion takes a hold of the ignorant and the wise alike. And there are those who really believe they are knowers of truth. And this is, well, what it is. In some way, they are still being honest with themselves. But those who know that they are not knowers of truth, who don't presume to be knowers of truth, and sit to give satsang, what is this for? What is the purpose of this? Why are you sitting in that place? Well, creation, whatever that means, is full of phenomenons. It's just another phenomenon. Unimportant one. The important one is if in the middle of this there are seekers of truth. So the question comes, why are you sitting there listening to that? When people come to satsang, seekers coming to satsang, not all, but some come with this attitude of trying to understand what is being talked about so that he can see if it is for him or if it isn't. Well, in a way, this is understandable. But see, if the thing is for real, whatever conviction, belief you hold dear and you bring along with you, if you ask a question, the answer will come to break your belief, not to confirm it. So if you're a seeker of truth and you're going to satsang, observe yourself and see if you really have what it takes. If illusion is to be preserved or is to be broken, or else what are you coming for? And it is in the gathering of those who have come to a point of their path as seekers that goes nowhere, they have nowhere to go, and this frustration cannot be dealt with, so entertain themselves with teaching others God knows what. In the gathering of these seekers, with those kind of seekers that are looking to confirm their own beliefs, to be important, spiritually important, and all this blah blah blah, then all these gatherings are coming. These nice gatherings with very nice words, smiles, spiritual attitude, perfect ones. And then a lot of recordings about it. that goes around and around and around. How many hours do you have sitting on your chair in front of your computer, listening to these gatherings? Like you are listening to this audio also. And what have you been doing so far? Have you become a lion as a seeker? Or do you continue to be a pussycat, looking for a safe place full of love and nurturing to take care of you? Words like this have no need to come. And still, there is a need for them to come. Both statements are correct. Both statements are correct. But bear in mind that most of these teachings, most of these satsangs, are going to you. You see? It's not you that is going to them. They are coming to you. Where you stand now. And this is why I made an audio to make a clear separation about these audios and satsang. They have nothing to do. Because the real teaching, you will have to go to it. If it is coming to you, well, you figure it out. So in a time where I listen to these sentences that there are no more masters, I am the master on all of this. So a lot of things are coming because, well, there is the room for it, the need for it. But if you take things as they present themselves, confusion surely will be there. One thing I can tell you, there is no such thing as a satsang teacher. No such thing. So, using these things as an example, surely confusion will come. But this is coming to you. Why? Where are you standing as a seeker of truth? Even those who teach methods, who teach yoga or whatever, the only thing they really have to teach, to give, the only valuable thing, doesn't matter what it is, if it is hatha yoga, meditation, whatever. The only thing they have to give to those who are around them, it is their example of relentlessly continuing, pursuing truth. not selling themselves, not going around their obstacles. This is their gold, their example. If they don't have this, they may have the best techniques or the best intellectual understanding, but they hold nothing precious to give apart from noise. Their authenticity, if it is there, this is the gold that they are really sharing. Apart from that, nothing important. Sometimes seekers feel surprised that what their teachers are saying, their satsang teachers are saying, is not different from what they can say also. Well, doesn't this rings any bells? It should. A knower of truth does not use methodologies. It will point directly, but it can teach also longer circles, longer ways. But even this is not observable, because it is guiding you, specifically you, through your own illusions, making you question them. He will use the needed tools for this. Not this specific subject, that specific subject, this way of thinking. This is kindergarten. Kindergarten. He will use a language that you will understand sometimes, other times a language that you don't really understand. And this will be changing according to your need, not according to a philosophy, a system. General teachings are given to general seekers. Then the seeker shows himself. If he is a seeker, he will come closer. And as he comes closer, different teachings come according to his need. If he has the correct motivations and the correct attitude. And the more authentic is the seeker, the more authentic is his path and his process, the more intense it will become. There's no point in going around and around and around and putting everything in the same bag, and then from this mixture and confusion drawing a lot of inevitable questions, endless questions. Your heart is usually, for those who are alone, not under guidance. It is giving guidance sometimes. Then your attitude as a seeker is to come to terms with your mind, with what you think it is right. And so everything meaningful dies. If you knew, you wouldn't be going here and there. So directly, indirectly, knowingly, unknowingly, there are no satsang teachers. There are knowers of truth and seekers of truth. One shows to those who can see or have that willingness to see, that longing to see, and the others try to see. When this is out of order, confusion will come. For those of you who try in the middle of all of this to discern, you have an impossible task at hand. First, you become a seeker of truth. And then you follow guidance. This means when your heart is pure, your quest is pure, your mind will not be making decisions about what is best or what isn't best, what makes sense and what doesn't make sense. Your heart will guide. And if you stay quiet long enough and the longing for truth is there, your heart will start pointing. And then you follow. But the more serious it becomes, the more difficult it is to follow. Because to follow the guidance from the heart, in the beginning, you will see that you will turn your backs to everything which is dear now to you. So if you're not really a seeker of truth, then what is the point of all of this? But for the record, let me make it clear again. There are no satsang teachers. Have no idea what that is.